Cult classics, a subgenre of film, hold a unique and enduring allure for audiences. These movies, often initially overlooked, gain a fervent following due to their unconventional narratives, distinctive characters, and the cultish devotion they inspire. In this video, we'll explore the enchanting world of cult classic films, celebrating their timeless and eccentric charm. Eraserhead is a surreal and unsettling black-and-white film directed by David Lynch. The story follows a man named Henry Spencer who is living in a bleak, industrial world. He discovers that he has fathered a deformed and grotesque baby, which causes great distress and confusion. The film explores themes of alienation, anxiety, and the surreal nature of existence. Henry's life spirals into a nightmarish series of events as he grapples with the responsibilities of fatherhood and the bizarre occurrences in his environment. He encounters strange characters and surreal situations, all set against a backdrop of industrial noise and disturbing imagery. Eraserhead is known for its highly symbolic and dreamlike narrative, where the lines between reality and nightmare blur. It's a visually and orally intense experience, with unsettling and thought-provoking imagery. The film's unconventional storytelling and eerie atmosphere have made it a cult classic, admired for its unique and disturbing portrayal of the human psyche and the anxieties of modern life. Idiocracy is a satirical science fiction comedy directed by Mike Judge. The film presents a dystopian future where intelligence and common sense have eroded, and the world is dominated by extreme idiocy. The story follows an average, albeit not particularly bright, soldier named Joe Bowers, played by Luke Wilson, and a sex worker named Rita, played by Maya Rudolph. They are unwittingly selected for a suspended animation experiment but are forgotten and wake up 500 years later to a society in utter chaos. In this future world, the most popular entertainment is a TV show named Ow, My Balls, and the president is a professional wrestler. Commercialism has run rampant, and everything is dumbed down to the lowest common denominator. Joe, who is now the smartest person in the world due to his ordinary intelligence, becomes a reluctant hero, trying to fix the world's problems. The film humorously highlights the consequences of anti-intellectualism, consumerism, and cultural decline. Idiocracy is a social commentary that serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of intellectual apathy and the consequences of valuing entertainment over critical thinking. It's a humorous but thought-provoking take on the potential future of human civilization. Fight Club, directed by David Fincher, is a thought-provoking film that explores the life of an unnamed protagonist, played by Edward Norton. He's disillusioned with the monotonous and consumer-driven world he lives in. His life takes a turn when he encounters an enigmatic soap salesman named Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt. Together, they create an underground fight club as an outlet for their frustrations. As the club gains popularity, it evolves into something more complex, reflecting themes of modern alienation, masculinity, and rebellion against societal norms. The film delves into the protagonist's inner turmoil, the loss of identity, and the search for meaning in a disenchanted world. Fight Club is known for its social commentary and exploration of the darker aspects of human nature, challenging viewers to question the values and norms of contemporary society. It maintains an element of mystery and unpredictability throughout, making it a compelling and engaging cinematic experience. Bladerunner 2049 is a visually stunning science fiction film directed by Denis Villeneuve and serves as a sequel to the 1982 classic, Blade Runner. Set in a dystopian future, the movie follows Officer K, played by Ryan Gosling, a new generation of Blade Runners tasked with tracking down and retiring rogue replicants, bioengineered humans. While on a routine mission, Kay uncovers a long-buried secret that could alter the course of humanity, leading him on a quest to find Rick Deckard, portrayed by Harrison Ford, a former Blade Runner who disappeared 30 years earlier. The film explores themes of identity, memory, and the blurred line between humans and replicants, all within a meticulously crafted world that's both beautiful and haunting. The cinematography, sound design, and special effects create a captivating atmosphere, complementing the thought-provoking narrative. Blade Runner 2049 continues the original's legacy of questioning what it means to be human and what it means to be a machine, all while delivering a gripping and visually immersive cinematic experience. Donnie Darko is a thought-provoking cult classic film directed by Richard Kelly. The story revolves around a troubled teenager, Donnie Darko, brilliantly portrayed by Jake Gyllenhaal. Donnie is a smart but emotionally disturbed young man who starts experiencing bizarre and disturbing events. He narrowly escapes death when a mysterious figure in a rabbit costume named Frank appears to him and informs him that the world will end in 28 days. As the days pass, Donnie becomes increasingly entangled in a complex web of time travel, alternate realities, and the blurred lines between sanity and madness. His actions begin to affect the lives of those around him, including his family, friends, and a new girl at school, Gretchen. The film delves into themes of destiny, free will, and the nature of time. It masterfully combines elements of psychological drama, science fiction, and a touch of the supernatural. With its enigmatic plot and memorable characters, Donnie Darko is a mind-bending journey that leaves audiences contemplating the nature of reality and the consequences of our choices. The Princess Bride is a classic fairy tale adventure directed by Rob Reiner. The film presents a delightful and charming story that combines elements of romance, comedy, and swashbuckling action. The plot follows the tale of a young woman named Buttercup, played by Robin Wright, and her true love, Wesley, portrayed by Carrie Elwes. When Wesley is believed to be dead, Buttercup is betrothed to the arrogant Prince Humperdinck, played by Chris Sarandon. However, their plans are thrown into chaos when Buttercup is kidnapped by a trio of colorful and humorous characters, Inigo Montoya, Fezzik, and Vizzini. The story unfolds with sword fights, daring escapes, and humorous encounters as Wesley, along with some unique allies, embarks on a quest to rescue Buttercup. The film is framed as a story being read by a grandfather to his grandson, which adds a charming layer to the narrative. The Princess Bride is known for its witty dialogue, memorable characters, and a heartwarming love story. It's a timeless and enchanting adventure that appeals to audiences of all ages, making it a beloved classic in the world of cinema. Pink Flamingos is a notorious and avant-garde cult film directed by John Waters. This 1972 underground classic is infamous for pushing the boundaries of taste, decency, and societal norms. The movie revolves around the life of Divine, an iconic drag queen played by Glenn Milstead, who is a self-proclaimed filthiest person alive. Set in Baltimore, the film follows Divine's pursuit of maintaining her title as the filthiest person, engaging in a series of shockingly outrageous and taboo-breaking acts. These include bizarre competitions and scandalous behaviors that defy conventional sensibilities. John Waters uses Pink Flamingos as a satirical and transgressive exploration of counterculture and a rebellious statement against the norms of mainstream society. The film intentionally challenges the boundaries of good taste and decency, seeking to shock and provoke its audience. While it's considered a cult classic and admired for its audacious nonconformity, Pink Flamingos is definitely not for everyone due to its extreme content and provocative nature. It remains a testament to the boldness of independent cinema and the power of subversion in challenging societal norms. The Big Lebowski is a cult classic directed by the Coen brothers, Joel and Ethan. The film follows Jeff, the Dude, Lebowski, played by Jeff Bridges, a laid-back and aimless individual who becomes embroiled in a convoluted series of events. After a case of mistaken identity, he is pulled into a bizarre kidnapping scheme involving a millionaire with the same name, Lebowski. The film is a unique blend of comedy, crime, and absurdity. The Dude, along with his eccentric bowling buddies Walter, John Goodman, and Donnie, Steve Buscemi, navigates a world of eccentric characters, including nihilists, pornographers, and feminist artists. The Big Lebowski is celebrated for its sharp and witty dialogue, as well as its memorable characters. It's a quirky, offbeat tale that meanders through a series of odd and humorous situations, often driven by the characters' idiosyncrasies. The film's cult status is also due in part to its enduring themes of nonchalance and the Dude's philosophy of abiding. With its eclectic soundtrack and a relaxed pace, The Big Lebowski has garnered a devoted following and remains a beloved classic in the world of cinema, appealing to those who appreciate its unconventional storytelling and eccentric characters. A Clockwork Orange, directed by Stanley Kubrick, is a controversial and thought-provoking film based on Anthony Burgess's novel. Set in a dystopian future, it explores the life of Alex DeLarge, played by Malcolm McDowell, a young delinquent with a penchant for violence and criminal behavior. The film delves into themes of societal control, free will, and the consequences of extreme government intervention. Alex's journey through a world filled with disturbingly stylized violence, music, and drug-fueled youth culture challenges the viewer's understanding of morality and personal choice. Kubrick's direction and McDowell's unforgettable performance create a disconcerting and unforgettable cinematic experience. The film raises questions about the potential for rehabilitation and the ethics of using psychological conditioning to control criminal behavior. A Clockwork Orange is renowned for its bold, unflinching portrayal of violence and its exploration of the conflict between individuality and the state's desire for conformity. It's a film that leaves a lasting impact, prompting discussions about the limits of personal freedom and the role of the state in shaping an individual's behavior. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is a cult classic directed by Jim Sharman that defies conventional genres, blending elements of comedy, horror, and musical. The story revolves around a straight-laced couple, Brad and Janet, played by Barry Bostwick and Susan Sarandon, who find themselves stranded on a rainy night and seek shelter at the eccentric mansion of Dr. Frankenfurter, portrayed by Tim Curry. Inside the mansion, they are thrust into a world of gender-bending, sexual liberation, and outlandish characters. Dr. Frankenfurter is a mad scientist who creates a muscle-bound, blonde hunk named Rocky Horror, and the mansion's inhabitants engage in a series of bizarre, campy, and musical escapades. The film's appeal lies in its energetic musical numbers and an irreverent, over-the-top sensibility. It's celebrated for its enthusiastic audience participation, including costumed fans who act out the film in theaters, making it a unique and immersive cinematic experience. The Rocky Horror Picture Show challenges societal norms and taboos, exploring themes of sexuality and identity in a liberating and humorous way. Its enduring popularity and cultural impact make it a one-of-a-kind movie that continues to captivate audiences who appreciate its audacious and subversive nature.